Hello everybody, welcome back to Road to Master. Hope you're all having an amazing day. We're starting off, we got the black pieces against a 1751 from India. Now we've got an e4, so let's go ahead and play an e5. Yeah. Good practice for the weekend. I think I said yesterday, but I've got a big tournament coming up. They're going for a 3 night, so we'll take it into a 4 nights. Maybe they'll play a Scotch, and they will indeed. So this is basically transposing into a regular Scotch with the knight f6 called the Schmidt variation, I believe. So we can just go ahead and take that. There we go. And in doing that, I think we go bishop b4 here. Yeah, seems right. And then we'll take with the b pawn here. Perfect. So this is just mainline now. Bishop there's the right move, and I believe now we push d5 takes, and then I think we can actually castle here, and then they go ahead and castle as well, so we just take that now, and this is 10 moves of theory straight away, which is brilliant. And yeah, this is about as much as I know from the white side. Obviously I study this from the white side. So they clearly know what they're doing. And the question is, how do we proceed from here? And to be honest, I'm not 1,000,000% sure. We probably want to get the rook on the open file. This pawn is fine for now. I'm not sure if I would want to play a c6 or a c5. I think that's yet to be decided. Either way, one of these bishops is going to have a relatively hard time. This pawn's fine here for now. We've got push if they try to hit it, and eventually I think we want to hit this this b file with the rook. So let's go ahead and play rook e8. Go ahead and play rook e8. I think that's probably the most principled move, if I can claim anything I do as principled, but you know how it goes. And yeah, so we just play on really, completely out of theory, and yeah. But I'm playing at a tournament this weekend, 5 rounds. I think it's 120 plus 10 time control, which is relatively short for congresses. But it's the usual league time, so that's all good. And the problem we have after bishop g is that this pawn's hanging, so maybe now we have to go c6 just to cover it, and then potentially even drop the bishop back here. Maybe play a h6 as well. So we'll go ahead and play c6, I believe. Yeah, let's play c6. So this bishop needs a home somewhere. It's struggling on this diagonal. Maybe we've got an a5 with a bishop a6 coming, so it's covered by the rook. Maybe that's a possibility. I think h6 is the next move to play. Potentially they're going... Okay, that's interesting. Maybe we just drop the bishop back here. Again, they're not really hitting much. If we drop the bishop back and then takes, bishop takes, queen there, we just stop that with a g6, and then we basically fianchetto our bishop. I think we're just looking good there. If rook goes there now, then I believe we still play h6, and we can push it all the way if we have to. Well, I don't particularly want to weaken the king that much. This knight's completely out of the game, which at least is good. But yeah, I always say when I'm playing this as white, the importance of the h3 move kills the bishop. I mean, it's still even. I mean, I think theoretically, out of the theory, it's probably slightly... In fact, it's probably more playable at a top level for black, but it's still even. Like, that means drawing for me, basically. Not drawing, but even, you know, because I'm definitely not at the top level. And yeah, I think I don't want to have to do bishop e7 because I quite like the bishop with the knight with threats of d4 if they ever go for the open file, but I'm struggling to find any other ways to cover this other than doubling our pawns, which might not be the worst thing in the world, but again, I just don't want to. Yeah, and we can't push d4 straight away because that hangs the pawn. We got a rook e6, but not nice at all. So let's go back to e7, and then we're maybe threatening to jump in or something. Whichever way it is, I'm not quite sure. But at least it gets rid of the pin that the bishop's causing on black. Not on black, on me, on the queen. But yeah. So I've been prepping hard for this this tournament recently. I've been going over all of my openings, especially my new ones for white. So I am pretty confident with them at the minute. I still need to do a few more things. I'd like to go over the Italian as well. As black. And then I should be all right with that afterwards. Should be ready for the tournament once I've done that. But yeah, the rook, they chose an interesting rook to come in. I think I would gone with the F rook, just so they can defend this a bit easier. Yeah, maybe we go rook b8 now. Just hit this pawn. They would have to do a sort of ugly move, which would be good. They're not really threatening anything over here, and if we go there, we can always do a maybe not a rook b7, but then bishop a6 is a bit nasty because you would have to take with the queen or the rook. Which takes it away from defending these. Maybe we could just go a h6 then. Maybe we just go a h6. Oh, we played rook out. Actually, no, because bishop there. Oh, we would just go bishop d. No, because then that leaves the rook vulnerable. So maybe a h6 first then. Yeah, maybe a h6 first. And we'll just pre-move takes. I think that's the safest way to go, at least. And they drop the bishop back. Huh. That seems like two very strange sort of moves for them. You've got this rook coming across and you've got the bishop that was on a really good square and could potentially get to there, which is also really good, just killing the rook. And it goes all the way back, which is strange. I'm not sure what the plan is with that. Maybe we can go bishop back to b4 now. With the threat of the push. That could be quite cool. They would probably end up going a3, but after there, before the bishop comes back on a better square, threatening mate that way. So let's go ahead and do that. Now they no longer have bishop g5. We can just move straight back because they've spent some time doing stuff. Obviously rook takes is something they can do. Huh. No, I didn't see that at all. Were they trying for that? That's cheeky. That's really cheeky, actually. Huh. Well, I don't think we're going to take that. That just looks not very fun at all. Huh. Maybe a push here. That's not particularly nice. Not particularly friendly. Yeah, I didn't see that at all, which I should have done. That's a pretty easy one to see. I'm not gonna lie. D4. Problem is, knight can go anywhere. Again, H3's killing our bishop. It's fine. It's fine. We have bishop takes. Bishop takes, bishop takes, king takes, queen check. King back. Takes is a good move. Yeah, that could work. Not fun. Not particularly fun at all. The problem is they've got like a queen coming in that way, looking for a mate after pawn takes, queen takes. Pawn takes, queen takes, bishop drops back. Queen takes is devastating. You can't even stop the mate. Gosh. Ay. There's not much that can be done. I'm not gonna lie. We might need to just go bishop back to D. Something. E7's not nice after rook out. They've got threats of takes and then, or maybe just queen takes or something. Yeah, I think this is almost lost already. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Oh gosh. Maybe like a knight e4. Bishop takes, pawn takes, knight takes. At least we're getting the knight off the table. We're threatening like a fork if bishop takes. Maybe that could work. It's not ideal at all though. See, that's actually fine for us, is it not? It's because we got the fork. And we can take the piece. Well, the problem is bishop takes, though. And they're threatening that. Takes, bishop there. He's real nasty. So we'll take this first, maybe? No, because then we get forked. We've got to just take this. And then we'll go bishop d7. That's nasty. That's real nasty. Wow. Wow. I mean, I can't say anything, but we just got outplayed. Seriously there. Wow. Yeah. That's how it is sometimes. Wow. That is crazy. Yeah, just outplayed. I hope I do better than that on the weekend, because that was, yeah. Whew. Wow. I mean, yeah, we're just down, what, 2 pawns? 2 pawns now. Problem is, wherever we move the bishop, they can always just move the bishop back, which is nasty. We're just going to have to play this 2 pawns down. they have a discovered check. Gosh. Gosh. It's also a pin now, which could work. No, but then they've got a discovery this way. Wow. Wow, that is crazy. I mean, gosh, like a queen c8's the only thing that covers this pawn as well. Oh God. Oh wow. I mean, I'm shocked, to be honest. I'm shocked at how brutal this game is after very few moves. Yeah, that's the move. I mean, I gotta take it, really. I would like to not have to take it. Maybe we can go bishop there and try get it into an opposite colored bishop endgame. There's not much that can be done though. At least that covers the pawn. But again, it's just rough. It's real rough. We need to play an a5 with a rook a6 or 7. Either way, we're getting hunted by the bishops, which is brutal. And yeah, it's a bit yucky. It's a bit yucky. H5. God, they have B5. A6 it is then. Gosh. Oh no. This is so brutal. Put me out of my misery, please. Put me out of my misery. We'll go rook a7 just so we're at least developing something. And we're getting rid of this pin, so potentially we can push. But yeah, that's so nasty. They're just playing constantly, like, just best moves. I mean, the 10 moves of theory is crazy as well. We'll go rook b7. Yeah, so maybe we've got we can't push either way because now we've got this pin still. We could try an f5, but it could work. At least we would get rid of the pin that way. It's got no more squares, and they go there anyway. We need to get rid of this bishop, maybe even for the rook. That's the only sort of chance we have. Gosh, it's terrifying. Yeah, we're gonna have to play a5. We can't cover that anymore. Yeah, I mean, I'd do that. I'd do it. I would do it. And go into the at least we get some compensation for the exchange. Not that it's much. I think that's our best shot, but yeah, the way this guy's playing it, I don't think it's going to matter. Brutal. Yeah, the rook there is best move. Stop pushing the pawn, at least. Bishop still covering that. Push this, hit that. Although queen there's brutal as well. We'd lose the bishop. Yeah, that's a good move. We got to drop the bishop back. Yeah. And no, I don't want to trade off bishops. I want to keep the bishops on the board. We'll sit on a light square. We just got so many problems with this passer, especially with the rook behind it. We need to play a g6 with a bishop f7. Yeah, maybe they go there and look for a queen trade that way. They just have so much like time and space. There's like usually I'm quite optimistic about these things, but this is just completely winning. Yeah. I'm sorry if this is a bit of a downer, everyone, but yeah, there's nothing that can sort of be done in this situation. And I thought I was playing pretty well. That works, yeah, just as fine. Yeah, I go back again, and it's just brutal. They get queen there. I've got to go back to eight. We'll go there, and if they kick with the bishop, we'll go queen back to a5. Yeah, that does the job. That does the job just as well. I think bishop there stops that because we get a check at least. Then that happens, and that's wow. Yeah, I know I'm using the word brutal a lot today, but that's crazy. Got a queen there just to come all the way back there. Ooh, man. You know. Bishop e3 should be pretty automatic. I think I don't even know what to do. You're going for checkmate. What? Surely bishop e3. What's that doing? I don't know. I don't understand. Are you going queen there? Not even winning the bishop, but then you got a bishop d4 maybe? Oh, I can't play f6 because check. Gosh. Bishop back. Oh, the queen is covering it, I guess. We've got to cover the... Yeah, and then bishop there. Oh, God. Brutal. Maybe we've got a check. You can't cover the mate, though. Yeah, that's wild. I think, yeah. There's nothing I can say here. They've just sent a message in chat saying someone's at the door. So it might be a bit of a wait. We could just resign. If they're going to be a while. I mean, it's probably instructive to play it out. So we'll do that. I'll let you know my plans for the next few days while I'm at the tournament, videos wise. So it's going to be finishing quite late, and I'm going to be knackered, to be honest. Which anyone who's played in a weekend Congress would know the feeling. But yeah, so tomorrow is a free game day. So what I'm gonna do is probably just pick maybe 2 of the better games out of the 3 and analyze them, and just go through them, and then that'll be the video. It might be a bit of a shorter one, but yeah, that's, you got to do that at tournaments sometimes because it's ridiculously tiring. And then on Sunday, I think we either gonna do the usual Puzzle Rush Sunday, or we're just gonna do another analysis depending on how I'm feeling that day, and stuff like that. But yeah, so it should be a bit unusual, but it will be instructive either way. I mean, the longer games tend to bring out your higher quality playing, so hopefully this should be fun to look at, and I'll be able to hopefully test out some new openings over the board. So yeah, it should be a good one, but we'll see. Now I played Bishop D7 just to stop the mating threats there. I know it's not technically mating, but it's very darn scary. Bishop there, yeah. I think I've got to go Queen A6 here. Just so they don't get more pawn pushes, because that's terrifying. Yeah. Yes. That's a thing they can do. F6 could work here. Finally. I'm not sure what their sort of plan is. They're going to struggle to get me off these light squares, and that's how they're going to do it. Let's go Bishop D8, maybe. After Bishop there. Yeah, that's, maybe we just go back back after that one, because they still can't get the rook in. At least we're covering the exchange here. Not the exchange, covering the rook attack on the queen. Yeah, and we're just going to go back to E7. And potentially we've got a repetition. Oh yeah, that works. We can try hit the rook, but I doubt they'll fall for that. And yeah, this is, yeah, like I've been saying for the last 10 minutes, this is just completely over. We're just playing it out to see what happens, basically, because yeah, I mean, potentially if we can win this pass pawn, then we could draw, but it's not going to happen at all. We'll go King F7 just so we're off the back rank. I know that the bishop's covering it, but still. And then we can move the bishop for any checks afterwards. They have maybe a bishop C7 or something. Just sort of forcing off a trade of queens. Not that I want to do that, but I don't think I have a choice. We're at least going to try to get some counterplay on the king with maybe like a bishop, a queen E3. That works as well. Yeah, that works as well. Yeah, we'll go bishop there. They've got like a rook there, or they could just go for the pin on the bishop. That'll do, donkey. We'll try to get out the pin, and yeah, after we have to sack for the pawn, then I will consider the game over. It's probably over once you trade off the queens. It's probably over way before that, but still, yeah. Not much can be done. In fact, we'll just resign here. bored of this game. I'm bored of losing on that one. You can only lose so many times. But I thought we were playing well, to be honest. I mean, that's a lot of theory. But yeah, whew. They had an 89.7 versus an 84.9, 2250 versus a 2150. Obviously, the opening we knew was bang on. Way too many moves of theory for my liking. And it liked to c5 here, which we were sort of discussing. I don't really know about c5. I sort of like the pawn here, but again, it's blocking our bishop, so maybe we want to see c5, d4 would be better. We chose the rook out, which is still fine. And yeah, it's all good. Bishop back's an interesting move. We just made a mistake there. Letting them do this little tactic. And then, yeah, I mean, that's completely... I say completely lost. It's one pawn down. So you just meant to just take the bishop. You just meant to take the bishop. Where there we go. And then let the queen take that. And try play on from there is very scary, though. Knight takes yet. And then, yeah, we played the right thing with bishop d7. It was sort of the only move. Bishop back, yeah. And then that's just, yeah, that's crazy. There's nothing we can do here. That's 3.5. We're never taking this. They've got so many threats there. If we ever play like an f5, and there's just nothing we can do. It wanted a g6 here, which is still just terrifying. We can go through that. Where are we? Yeah, best move. Show moves. There we go. Oh god. Need I say much more after queen f6? You know. Ugh. Wow. Yeah. Bishop f4. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was just shuffling at this point, really. We managed to get the bishop pair, but unfortunately, it doesn't make any difference with this pass pawn. There's nothing that can be done. Where's this little queen maneuver? Because that was super nice. Shuffling the queen in that little triangle there, going that way, super interesting. And then yeah, it was resignable long ago. But yeah, I don't think we're going to bother looking at any theory. We could do looking at some theory. H3 was the last move of theory I had. Win for black, and you can see how drawish this position. Well, you guys can't, but I would say in the top like 10, there's maybe 3 definite results. The rest are just draws. So you can sort of get an idea of how sort of drawish this is at the top level. Again, not that I'm at the top level, but yeah. So yeah, they played a c6 as well. With similar moves. H6 was gotten in early, which was good. And yeah, this is a lot more sensible. And they go for the same idea, which is interesting. Don't know why. They get the same idea of getting the knight there. Nice little sort of fork there. Covering the queen and hitting the rook, so you force trade off. And yeah, this is bishop pair versus knight and bishop. White is up a pawn, but the power of the bishop pair with that passer, scary stuff, very scary stuff. And then black's forced to give up the piece. Anyway, yeah, apologies, that was a bit abysmal. I'm well aware of it, trust me. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Please like if you liked, please subscribe if you really liked, and I'll catch you guys all tomorrow for an interesting game analysis, hopefully. So yeah, bye bye.